My next question is regarding the word God, because I feel there's a lot of misunderstanding about what actually is God, and I would like you to share with us what exactly does the Sanatan Dharma mean by God, and how does a realized master experience God? Two questions in there. According to Sanatan Dharma, what is God? And
okay.
How do you experience
So now, I can tell you about myself. Nobody can at any time describe God. For thousands of years, people have been trying to disprove God. All the atheists and the Gnostics, they've been trying to disprove God, and they have failed. For thousands of years, yogis and men have been trying to intellectually prove God. They have also failed, because I know that God is not a subject of intellectual speculation. God is that, the being of direct realization. He's not a subject of intellectual speculation. You have to sit down, practice the necessary means to achieve God and experience Him. This is the most important thing. So He cannot be described perfectly in any dharma, whether it's the Christianity or Islam or Sanatan Dharma or Buddhism. We point the way, we try to tell you an idea of what God is, but no one can really describe Him in His entirety. So in one of my poems I've said, this world is but a thoughtfulness of maic atoms intertwined, whose electrons are energy of light essence sublime. I start my poem like this. Then I go on to a page, I'm not saying the poem but picking out verses. This world our sages did perceive is mind stuff materialized. In relative sequence it is built, deceiving mortal eyes. All that is composed they knew must get decomposed. Where then does reality lie, all matter being composed? When I say supreme reality, I mean God. I don't use the word God, because it's very blasé, it's become very common. All that is composed they knew must get decomposed. Where then does reality lie, all matter being composed? Then the yogi, in his limited words, he tells you what God is. All that is composed they knew must get decomposed. Where then does reality lie, all matter being composed? Then he says, that all-pervading consciousness of stillness through eternity must of necessity proclaim its ultimate reality. All that is composed they knew must get decomposed. Where then does reality lie, all matter being composed? Then he says that all-pervading consciousness of stillness through eternity must of necessity proclaim its ultimate reality, composed of nothing, yet of which all else is sure composed. It stands supreme, beyond all dreams, eternally reposed. This is my description or pointer to what God may be.
Wow.
There's no religion. The Christian, the Hindu, the Muslim, the Parsi, the priest, the pauper, the king, everyone can accept this explanation.
Yes.
Because we're not stuck on names. They ask me, what do you experience, Gurunath, as dhyan? I'm not telling what the Sanatan Dharma says and all, because it says very similar to what my experience is. So it's what do you experience? Nirvikalpa samadhit gelyanantar काय तुमचा अनुभव है Gurunath? What do you experience, Gurunath, when you go to the higher state of Nirvikalpa Samadhi? So then I've made a little poem which Yogiraj has sung very beautifully. Waha dhyan na sthan na naad na bind. There is no time, space and causation there. वहाँ ध्यान न स्थान न नाद न बिंद, आकाश नहीं वहाँ काल कहाँ. There is no time, no space, no space-time continuum. सब शून्य अशून्य का हैपन है. Everything is the isness of the zero, not zero. ईश्वर भी निरंकार वहाँ. Even God is without attributes, formless and pure awareness. वहाँ ध्यान न स्थान न नाद न बिंद, आकाश नहीं वहाँ काल कहाँ. सब शून्य अशून्य का हैपन है, ईश्वर भी निरंकार वहाँ. अलख निरंजन ओम शिवोम, अलख निरंजन ओम शिवोम.
Wow. Absolutely sublime.
Yeah.
Absolutely sublime. I really got that. That it is a subliminal experience beyond time and space and form. And it is an experience. It is to be felt in here, it is to be known, and there's nothing else to describe it other than the way that you've just done it.
You cannot really describe God, because I've made efforts in my poetries. Are you all okay with the English?
Yes, Guru.
Then stiller than stillness itself. Then stiller than stillness itself. With bated breath I do behold. I'm trying to describe God. I'm getting an experience of God now. Just look, I'm getting an experience of God. I'm trying to describe Him. Nirgun Nirakan experience I'm trying to describe. Then stiller than stillness itself. With bated breath I do behold my rising self-sun's nectar gold. I dissolve in that mystery untold. You cannot. Gunge ka gud hai Bhagwan. When you get to that state, you're gone. You're too much in bliss to describe anything. He says, it's coming. My rising self-sun's nectar gold. Till then there is name and form. There's nectar, there's gold, there's a sun. But that is in Sabikalp Samadhi. Then the moment I enter God, the Nirvikalpa, Nirvij Samadhi, I dissolve in the... Then these lines, I dissolve in that mystery untold, is my hopelessness to describe the ultimate reality. Now there's another one I made. If you try to analyze God or think, you'll go all topsy-turvy. Your head will be on the floor, your feet will be upon your head, and you'll be in total confusion. But I will tell you one thing. If you try to describe God and trying to knowing God, for here your feet upon your head is humbled to the floor. For here your feet upon your head is humbled to the floor. The awe-filled mystery, you yourself ask no more. You yourself are God. Here's another way of putting it.
After that, I am in bliss here. I have no words. But that explanation and that experience, that transmission that you just provided was, I would say, mind-blowing and piercing, and actually deeply piercing through. I feel it in my heart center here. It's deeply piercing. That experience that you had, you've transmitted, and I'm present to that.
Good. Keep it up.